Tavleen has been making that point that this is what embarrasses India's position internationally, Tavleen, because what's going to happen is someone's going to pick up that conversation and say, oh, they just did it for the elections. And that is the real ruin to actually what was a horrific terror attack, Pakistan's long, deep game in Jammu and Kashmir in fomenting terrorism, in using local, very deliberately using local operatives of the Jaish-e-Mohammed. And yet, this kind of nonsense goes and weakens India's position. And that's the real damage, isn't it, Tavleen?
Yeah. But first, I want to say, really, my heart goes out to Apurva. Because of all of us here, she's the one who has the right to speak. Because can you imagine what it would feel like? I can imagine it. And my heart goes out to you. And I'm ashamed to be a journalist. I'm ashamed at this moment to be an Indian journalist. And basically what this government has done very well, and I've written it so, I can say it here, they've managed the media. You don't need Dilip Cherian to make a brand for them because the media has done their job. So where, that difference between, I believe that you would have been taught in journalism school that the relationship between political power and journalism is adversarial. It's meant to be adversarial. We're there as a watchdog. But instead of being a watchdog, we become a poodle in the hands of this government. And, unfortunately, the poodle, Mr. King Poodle, was Arnab Goswami. And, really what he did was to compete with his ratings, which we now know were fraudulent. Every other channel was copying him, and all that shrieking and that past wasn't debate. There was no journalism. When the lockdown happened and the migrants went off, you did the story. Not one television channel went there until you did the story. There is no television journalism left. It's a shouting match led by King Poodle.